Today I'm planting summer containers. I'm so excited. These are the first of the season. I have a beautiful selection of plants. Let me show you. I picked up a couple of bits and bobs and I'm really excited to be using this white euphorbia. I've been meaning to use it in containers for a little while now, so I'm really excited to use it. I have 3 of those. Then I have a bunch of beautiful verbena. I think this plant is going to be really interesting. It has more of a spilling habit, so perfect for the front of the container. This one is Verbena compact Vanessa in dark pink. I also have the same plant in more of a reddish tone, really beautiful. This one is called Vercura. Okay, it couldn't really be a summer container without petunias. So I picked up a flat of a variety called Velvet. And it is really velvety, beautiful and soft. I love the richness of the color. Also, I've never used petunias before for summer containers, so I'm really excited to see how these do. I'm also going to reuse a white Campanula from a previous planting project. Isn't it lovely? And really also, I guess it couldn't be summer without petunias, but nor without geraniums. Look at those! I have 2 colors, a really flashy pink and a softer pink. Really love those. I bought those as plug plants and they've already grown on quite a bit, so it's perfect for planting today. I also picked up 2 of this Calibrachoa. This one is a hybrid called Hybrid Colibri Pink Lace. It's also called Million Bells. I think it's a cousin of the Petunia. This also is going to be very floriferous, so I'm really looking forward to that. Bargain alert right now at Tesco. Well, actually I didn't know that Tesco had so many beautiful plants. This is a Scabiosa called Blue Note. I got it on sale, so I'm pretty pleased. I think it just needed a bit of deadheading and a little bit of a feed, and then it's going to be back swinging. There's a lot of buds still on this plant. Some more homegrown plants with Cerinthe. This is primarily grown for its foliage. It's going to have beautiful purple tips. Actually, you can see just a little bit of coloration on this one. It's really exciting. And also some cosmos. A few survived the slugs and are starting, no, not quite to bud up, but those plants are going to bloom fairly soon. So I have a couple of those as well. So really a lovely summery selection of plants. And I have 3 containers I want to plant up. So let's go. Before starting, I already have my containers refreshed with some new compost. I'm also going to amend with some fish blood and bone because those annuals are going to be really hungry. Once you've added your amendments, just scratch them in the first few inches of soil. Before planting anything though, I have this tub full of water and I'm just going to give a quick soak to those plants because they're pretty dry. We want those to get a good drink before we plant them. There are several container recipes typically. One of the most common ones is probably having a thriller, so your bigger, tallest plants that you put towards the back, fillers, your medium layer, and then your trailers that kind of spill over the front or the sides of the container. And you can also go mono, which would be just placing one type of plant in one container. And then you can arrange different containers together in a grouping. That also works really well. If you watched the latest garden tour, you know that I have a lot of those single plant containers. So here I really want to do a mix. The first container I want to make is going to use this beautiful Scabiosa as a centerpiece. I already know that I want to use 1 euphorbia per container so that we have similar plants that make the grouping work well together. Then I was thinking one of those Nicotianas because the blue of the foliage here goes really well with the more cooler tones that we have so far. I also have this Cerinthe as a foliage plant, as a filler plant, and then we need a couple of spillers. So I was thinking maybe to stick with the white color palette, we could use this Campanula. Oh, it's in quite a big pot right now. Oh, let's remove it from its holding containers. I think something like this works. Okay, let me show you from up close because I'm not sure you can see anything. That is a lot of plants. I am clearly not eating my own advice about spacing. but I'll keep on top of the watering and hopefully it will grow into a beautiful jumble of plants. Then I still want to repeat one of those geraniums. I think that's going to be the key, the common key. Then I want this Euphorbia to take center stage. I think it's a really lovely plant. And then we have quite a bunch of space at the front for trailing plants. Last bit, I think it's easy. We do a lovely repeat of our geraniums. I'm adding this other one that's a little bit bolder. I'm going to still pop one of those little cosmos at the back. I'm opting in the end for one plant per container because I think they're going to become pretty huge. The containers are not even planted, but I think they already make for a lovely impact, don't you think? Each of these containers would be beautiful standing on its own, but I designed them so that they would work together. The way I did that was by repeating some of the similar plants. One of those is this beautiful Euphorbia. Look how wispy and fairy-like this is. This is so beautiful. So I used one for each container. Then also the geranium is a repeating interest. Those are really the star of the summer and will definitely flower here in zone 8 for me until the first frosts. I also repeated the cosmos. Oh, actually, I need to pinch it. So pinching is just removing the top of the growth so that the plant will be a bit bushier, and this is what I want here. I don't want it to be long and dangly. I want it to fill in that space. So I'm just going to cut away a little bit of the top growth. I'll do the same on the other one that we have in the other container. And this will encourage all of this side branching to develop. We of course just now delayed the blooms for a few weeks, but in the long run it will mean more flowers. One really lovely summer trio would be a Petunia right here, then a Verbena, and then a Calibrachoa in similar tones. So we go from a lighter pink to a deeper pink. This is so beautiful. Just those 3 plants in a container would be absolutely lovely. We have a couple of highlight plants like this Scabiosa. I really love its shape and the bees will love it because it's purple and has a lot of small blooms. And then I just repeated similar plants like the Calibrachoa, the Verbena and the Petunia throughout. And you have a beautiful mix of containers that go really well together. So that's it. We have 3 gorgeous summer containers. Those are going to bloom for weeks on end, especially the geraniums, the cosmos. Those are definitely really strong performers that I would recommend any summer containers to have. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and let me know in the comments if you're using these plants in your own garden displays. And make sure to subscribe so you can check out how these do throughout the season. I'll see you next time. Bye!